So let's take a look at the difference between broad match keywords versus exact match keywords in Google Ads. Because there's quite a bit of a difference between these two. And most people, when they set up their Google Ads, they're just using broad match keywords by default without even really knowing it. And that's in part because of the way these keywords get set up. So you'll notice there's just the keyword right here. Like there's no parentheses or brackets or anything. When you just have a blank keyword like this or phrase like this, that's automatically going to set that keyword to broad match targeting. And then to use exact match, you've got to put these brackets around it, or you can change it from right here. Doing so will automatically put the correct notation around the keyword phrase for you. But because of the way things are set up, broad match tends to be used by default because people don't understand that there's a way that you need to set up the keyword to have a different match type, right? So they just go in, they add keywords, they just write the keyword, click set up, and then it sets up all the keywords as broad match. The thing with broad match is if we come over here to look at the breakdown, Google Ads has a nice little breakdown on their website about this. So this is if we're advertising the keyword furniture store. If we were advertising for that keyword with exact match, showing the example here with brackets around it, that would mean that our ads would show up when somebody searches for terms like furniture store, which is the exact match to what we're putting in, right? As well as home furnishing shop, which is kind of like just another way of saying furniture store, right? Home furnishing shop is really no different from a furniture store. Maybe it's like a smaller boutique type store, but either way, they're very, very similar. That's what's so powerful about exact match keywords is you're targeting somebody who's searching for more or less exactly what you're trying to target. The only thing is there's thousands and thousands of variations of keywords that people use for any given industry or niche or topic for that matter. And trying to figure out every single one of those and add them into your ads manually is just a lot of work. So that's why match types were created. That way, if we want to broaden things out a little bit and target people who are interested in furniture stores and things loosely related to furniture stores or variations thereof, we could use something like phrase match, right? Which is where we put parentheses around the keyword here. And if our keyword is furniture store for phrase match targeting or match type, our ads could show when somebody searches for cheap furniture stores, living room furniture deals, what store is the best place to find a bedroom dresser, right? So a little bit more broadly targeted, but still pretty close to furniture store. These are people looking to go buy furniture at a store, essentially. They may not be searching for that exactly, but that's kind of their intent, right? That's the intent behind the search that they're conducting. Then when we get to the other culprit that we're looking at, because we're comparing broad match versus exact match in this video, this is the most broad. I figured it was helpful to move through phrase so you could kind of see the difference. And if we're using broad match, which is where we just put the keyword in, like I was showing you before, and our keyword is furniture store, our ads can show up when somebody searches for home decor, cream colored leather sectional, right? Which could be a waste of our budget if we don't have cream colored leather sectionals to sell. So that's why I typically start with exact match keywords, especially in a brand new account. This is where we'll default. Anytime we're running ads for a new client, we pretty much default to starting with exact match unless they have an account that has lots of data in it. Then it's a little bit of a different story, but in most cases, and even if you do have data, it's not going to hurt to start with exact match and then broaden things out from there. So it's just safer to start here, migrate over to broad match. Now, where broad match becomes really powerful is when you start to use more advanced bid strategies. So if you're just using maximize clicks, broad match isn't all that helpful. But if you use a bid strategy like target cost per acquisition or target return on ad spend, what Google Ads can do is it can take the keyword that you've given it and it can say, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to broaden your keyword matching a little bit, so long as you still get the same target cost per acquisition or the same target return on ad spend. So it works extremely well with target return on ad spend or target ROAS, because like let's say you have an online store and you're selling furniture and you're using exact match and you're getting sales and everything's looking good. If you switch over to broad match and you're using target return on ad spend, Google's going to say, oh, hey, I think if we expand out to people who are looking for these cream colored sectionals, we can still get sales and make you about the same return or the same profit or the same revenue, or even more by expanding out to this other keyword, right? So it can start to use some of the data that it's gathered to expand your keyword targeting in such a way that you can get more sales or leads or what have you without the cost going up, right? And with the return staying the same. That's the most important thing, because what you don't want is for Google to start broadening your keyword reach here, which gets you more leads but not sales, right? So then you're paying a bunch of extra money to get leads, and those leads actually aren't turning into sales, so you're really just wasting your budget. That's not really something you want to do, right? So that's, the essence of how you set up, or the difference between broad match versus exact match keywords. And like I was saying, you can just come in here and switch between these. Keep in mind though, when you switch the match type, it's going to erase all of this data for the keyword. So if it were me, I would actually come in and set up a new keyword and then pause any of the existing keywords. I tend to not like to edit keywords because, like I said, it gets rid of the data because you're starting with a new keyword, and so now it has to collect all new data. So I think it's better, like, if you don't want to use this broad match keyword anymore, just pause it and come in and use this option to set up a new keyword that is phrase match. That would be my suggestion. So I hope you did find this helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about in terms of keyword match types or anything of that nature, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there.
Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with Google Ads anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below, but we do manage Google Ads for different companies in different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from 0 to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here, and really just see that this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and we'll look forward to working with you.